Well, I'm certainly not going to make a visit to Vientiane Chinh without going to the COPE Center. COPE Center is a dedicated organization for people who lose their limbs. And they lose their limbs because of all the bombs that were dropped here during the Vietnam conflict. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but Laos is the most heaviest bombed country on the face of the earth. It's unbelievable how many bombs they actually dropped here during the Vietnam War. During the Vietnam War, it's said that they dropped more bombs here during the 5-year conflict than they did in the entire World War II campaign. It's unbelievable. And over 30% of those bombs are still laying around in fields and things like that. So a lot of the people, they can't go farming, they can't dig rice paddies and all that stuff, because when they do, they end up blowing themselves up. So a lot of people are afraid to do that. And they obviously don't want to die. A lot of times the kids will find these cluster bombs around. They'll think they're fruit because they're like little round tennis ball looking things, and they'll pick them up and they'll get blown up. The big thing around here is scrap metal. Bombs are very heavy. They're like 500 pounds, 250 kilos or so. And they find one of these bombs and all they think is money. So they pick these things up and they sell the scrap metal. A lot of times these things are still alive, so they pick them up or they move them and they blow up. So it happens a lot here, a lot. 12,000 people have died since the war of bombs. Unbelievable amount of limbs and things people have lost. And during my ride, I've seen a lot of that. I was riding through villages and stuff, and I've seen kids with one leg walking with a stick. I've seen old people with one leg or missing arm. I've seen a lot of this as I was riding around. And I also seen EOD ordnance disposal units in rice fields. I didn't have time to take pictures because I was riding too fast and things like that, but I've seen a lot of that around during this trip. It really is something. And it's something a lot of people don't know, because during the Vietnam War, the Americans kept it quiet that they're kicking the shit out of Laos. And the reason why they're beating the shit out of Laos like that is because the Ho Chi Minh Trail that the Vietnamese were using from communist Vietnam down to the south came right through the country of Laos because it's a neighbor. So that's why. COPE Center. I got some souvenirs. I got a big bag full of stuff, t-shirts and mugs and everything like this. All the money goes 100% directly to the foundation. I couldn't come to Vientiane without visiting.